guys, what's going on? I'm finally recording that Q&A video that I said I was going to do, so I'm going to pick a few of your guys' questions and answer them, and yeah, that's going to be the video for today. Alright guys, so the first question is, why does your face look like that? Haha, just kidding. That's the second one, but for real, the first question is, what is your favorite movie? I don't really have a favorite movie, to be honest with you. I don't watch a ton of movies, but I would say anything that's like stupid funny, just anything really funny, so anything in the comedy genre. And I also like the Batman trilogy, so yeah, there's that too. The next question is, what's the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you? So I feel like there's a ton of embarrassing things that have happened to me, and I feel like there's a lot of them that I can't remember because just a lot of embarrassing things happen. But one that I do remember that might not be the most embarrassing is my senior year in high school. This is like kind of a funny one too. My friends and I, two friends, we had a project, like our last week of classes senior year in high school, so obviously there's some senioritis there. And actually one of the people in the group was Conan, who's been in a few of my videos, and my roommate. So yeah, she was in it too. And it was just this one, you had to just do a project, not a project, or like a presentation on one question from the AP exam. You had to just like answer the question and then like present it in front of the class. And I don't know what happened. Like, I remember like working on the project, or I don't know, maybe that was not even that project. But yeah, so what happens is it's the day of presentations or whatever, and some other group is supposed to go and they don't want to go. So then the teacher calls on our group. It's only 3 of us, and we were like good students, but like actually I was the dumbest in the group. So we're like, we just have to go, I guess. And I don't know what happens. We get up there and we just like we don't know the presentation. We just don't know the question. We don't know what to say. We're just like awkwardly standing up there. And then at one point I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna like say something, like pretend I know. So I was like, it's this and this is it. And the teacher's like, no, it's not it. And I was like, alright, cool, yeah. So it's basically 5 minutes of us up there just improvising, not knowing anything. It was just really uncomfortable, and we joke about it a lot to this day. This question I got like twice, and it was, do you play or have you played any sports? Currently, I don't play any sports, which is kind of annoying, but growing up I did play a lot of sports. So softball is like my main and my favorite sport that I played like my whole life until the end of my senior year. I also played soccer for a very long time. I played lacrosse, and I also played ice hockey. So yeah, I love playing sports growing up. Next question is, how many years do you think it will be before the Giants win the division again? I'll say like 2 seasons, so not this season, but next season. I don't know. I'm just being optimistic here, to be honest with you. Let's roll with that for now. Next question is, what do you think of Patrick Mahomes? I think he's a stud. I think everyone thinks he's a stud. Yeah, I think he's gonna be. He obviously won MVP's first year starting. Just one of the greats. Just one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. One of the GOATs. I didn't say the GOAT. I just said one of the GOATs. So yeah. Next question is, what is your favorite sports movie? I would have to say my favorite sports movie is A League of Their Own, because I just remember watching that a lot growing up. And yeah, it's like girls and baseball and stuff. It's like, yeah. So yeah, A League of Their Own. Pretty great movie. Who's your all-time favorite Giants player? I would have to go with Eli Manning here, just because he's the player that I've watched my whole life. I don't remember not seeing him play. Like, yes, he was drafted by them after I was born, but I like don't even remember his rookie year because I wasn't old enough. But yeah, he's the only Giants quarterback I remember. So I feel like I have to put him as my favorite because he's been the only consistent Giant to me, I guess. So yeah, Eli Manning has always been there for me. Real one. This one is, would you ever consider going to a game at Lambeau when the Giants play the Packers? Yes, this is something I actually really want to do. It's on my bucket list. I don't know when I'm going to be able to do it, but I really do hope to go to a game at Lambeau. This question is, saw you wearing a Travis Scott shirt. Did you go to one of his concerts? So I didn't go to one of his concerts specifically, but I went to Gov Ball, which is like this music festival in New York, and he was headlining there one day. And it was one of the craziest like experiences of my life. We had so much fun. Me and my friends went. It was crazy. His concerts are crazy, just like mosh. There's actually mosh pits, people pushing, like people were just like up all on here against, because we were all just in a field pushed together. So many people there. Crazy. He's awesome in concert. Highly recommend going to a concert of his if you like him. And then it was crazy though. I'm really rambling on about this, but it was really crazy. The last song he played was Goosebumps, and we were outside, and then it just started pouring rain in the middle of the song. And I was like, what is going on? This was like the most dream-like, surreal-like experience of my life, because I was like, wait, is this part of the concert? Is this really rain? What's going on? It was pouring though. We were soaking wet. It was really cool. So highly recommend. Is Eli Manning a Hall of Famer? It's the next question, and I gotta go, yes, 2 rings, beat Brady twice. If Brady's the GOAT, beating the GOAT twice should mean you should get into the Hall of Fame, right? Yeah. Eli Manning, Hall of Fame. This question is, where do you see your journalism career 10 years from now, and are you leaning towards the television side or radio? And I got a few questions like this, so I'm gonna kind of all group them into this. It's kind of like, what are your career ambitions? Do you want to be a sportscaster? That type of stuff. So I'm gonna answer them all in this question, basically. So the truth is, like, I don't really know what I want to do with my life. Very indecisive person, but I think the goal is to do something in entertainment and sports and that kind of mixture. I'm not really sure I want to call it journalism, but I think it's definitely going to be something where I'm creating content, as weird or annoying as that sounds, or cliche as that sounds for someone on YouTube. But yeah, something just making videos, making some type of digital content, sports, mixing entertainment with sports, that kind of stuff. Yeah, if I could do something similar to what I'm doing now, but on a bigger scale, that would be great. But like I said, I'm 19. I don't know exactly what I want to do with my life, and I'm just going with the flow right now and trying new things. So yeah. Alright guys, sorry if this angle or something looks different. Per usual, the camera died in the middle of the video, but I have one last question here from Instagram, and that is, what is my favorite Yankees memory? And that has to be the wild card game, 2017 wild card game. I was there, I did a vlog of it, I can link it below if you want to watch it. But honestly, it was such a crazy experience. It was so electric in the stadium, and just when Didi hit that 3-run home run in the bottom of the first, after the Twins were up 3-0 after the top of the first, and Severino was out of the game in the first, I mean, it was just insane. So much fun, screaming, yelling, everyone was jumping up and down. It was the craziest game I've ever been to, and definitely my favorite Yankees memory. And let me just say this, because whenever I say the 2017 playoff run was my favorite playoff run, people are like, oh, you bandwagon. The 2009 they won the World Series. Why isn't that your favorite? Because I had to go to bed before they actually won the World Series. I barely got to watch any of those games, that playoff series. I feel like 5th grade is kind of old to have a bedtime. Is it? I don't really know. But yeah, I couldn't really watch those games. So yeah, it was fun being around it. I remember going to the store and buying like magazines and stuff after they won, and buying magazines. Yeah, that's what? Okay, but yeah, I bought magazines and stuff, and I probably still have those in my basement somewhere. But yeah, it was fun being around it, but watching the games and experiencing it live is way better. And by live, I don't even mean just at the game. I just mean watching that whole series, even if it was on TV, and experiencing that emotion and that fear and that excitement all as it's happening. So yeah guys, that's my answer for that. So don't call me a bandwagon. Alright guys, I guess that's it for this video. I hope it was enjoyable and that you liked it. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe if you like me. If you don't like me, guess you don't have to subscribe. For real guys, alright, peace out.